Let's assume you want to do some gritty lettering, like using tape, and just draw this in Illustrator, but all you have is this rather crappy photo of tape. Welcome to the Vector Garden. In this video we're going to take a look at that. Now first of all, if you go to any stock vector website and search for tape, you might find a lot. You might also find raster images that you can then turn into brushes. So if you do not want to create these or take out the tape dispenser and scan that and all of that, then go that route. But we're going to take a look at how to do this yourself. I'm going to delete this and let's just place that photo, which I have already done. So here is that photo. I'm going to delete this here and we're going to vectorize these. So first of all, we've got 3 of them and it makes sense to vectorize each of them separately. So let's make some copies. And then when we've got the copies, we can also crop this image using Illustrator's crop functionality. So I'm just starting with the one down here and just make that very tight so that we do not have to delete a lot of stuff. It also makes a lot of sense to do that in Photoshop because then you can also clean the background. But let's assume we just don't want to do that. So finish this one and I'm just going to do one other so that you can see what we can do. I'm going to use this one here as well. And then we need to drag this up and make it just slightly tighter. I really only need to have that piece of tape. So let's see what we can get. So what we can also do, if you want to have them straight, you can rotate this. And even if you want to crop that further, then what you can do is go to Object and rasterize it again at 300 ppi. That's fairly enough. So let's go to OK. And then you can go to crop again and crop that even tighter. So just in case your photo is not very clean or very straightened, then you can do that. Again, it's easier to do in Photoshop, but if you only have Illustrator, then that works as well. So now I'm going to rotate that. And then we're going to take a look at this as well. So let's select this one and go to Window and Image Trace. And in here, you see this is red and black. So I only need a black one and it needs to be fairly clean. But if you just go to the black and white and trace that, then you see we get a pretty decent trace. It is still a little, there are some white spaces in it and you can use the threshold slider and make that darker, but you don't even need to do that. You also need to take care of the background because you can already see we've got some noise in here. So you might want to just get rid of that. Then you need to move the slider to lighter again. Then ignore the color. So just get the white and expand this. And the same with this one. So I'm using the black and white for that as well. And you see it has some white parts in it. And we can again go to more to get rid of them. We want to keep that nice gritty edge here and there, and this one doesn't matter. We're going to take care soon. Let's ignore the color here as well and expand. And then I'm going to rotate that so that it's pretty straightened out. Okay, to just get rid of this and all the noise that might still be in there, you can just take the direct selection tool and then hold down Alt to get group selection and click here. So we've only selected the outer edge. And we can then copy that and just paste it. And then we've got it in clean. And the same with this one. Hold down Alt, select it, copy and paste it. And now they're pretty clean. So the next thing is you need the brushes panel and then just take this thing, drag it into there, make an art brush and then stretch between guides. The method is tints, and then the guides, I would move them pretty close to that edge. This one as well, so that all that grittiness is out of there, and then go to OK. And then we can just test that. So it's the second one here. Let's just use it and take the brush tool. And you see this is OK. works as it should. And then we're going to do the same with this one. Drag it in there, make an art brush, stretch between guides and move the guides slightly to the inside. And again, make it tints. And then we can draw with that. Just like this. And we can easily also apply some color to it so that you can get that in other colors than black. And also if you want to have a little variety in these tapes, because when doing that in the real world, they wouldn't all have the same edge, so then you can apply the other one and have that variety. So that's how you can create this kind of lettering using a crappy photo of some rather crappy tape.